Hello, doll lovers. It's Ruby Red's World of Dolls, and welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that all is well, fantastic, and fabulous your way. Guys, I know it's been a little bit since I've been on the channel. I don't know if it's been 2 weeks. I try to come in at least once a week with something, but sometimes, the weekends get kind of busy and I don't get the opportunity to do so. But I am here today and I do have a new doll that I want to share with you guys. Um, I took advantage of the Mattel Creations little sale they got going on. I really wanted these fashions when I saw the doll was being released. I don't know anything about the fashion designer. I don't know anything about him. But I do love these pieces, and I wanted these pieces in my collection. But the price point was a little more than what I was willing to pay. So when he went on sale, I saw the opportunity to take advantage of it, and I got him. I pull back a lot on spending, and I'm really proud of myself. Um, I do like the fashions. I'm not all that crazy about um, his style, his hair and stuff, but he is a unique guy. And at some point, I'm going to use him in my mini-verse. I'm pretty sure of that. I pride myself on diversity in my collection, in my mini-verse. Diversity is important in the real world, and it's just as important to me in my mini-verse. I love looking around in my mini-verse, in my doll space and in my doll collection, and seeing diversity. So I'm sure I'll get to use him some way, somehow. But I love the jacket. I love the jacket. The pants are pretty cool. The shoes, I can't really tell too much about the shoes, but we'll see them more up close. But really liking the packaging. This is the style by KidSuper Studios. And again, like I said, not too familiar with the designer, but hey, I like the stuff for the Ken. And then here is a little bit about the actual designer here. There is no more than 20,000 worldwide of this doll. And I'm just glad that I was able to get him. I'm glad they put him on sale, which I felt like he didn't sell. He didn't sell out. I'm not going to say he didn't sell well. He didn't sell out. So I kind of felt like at some point, he would go on sale. So I'm really glad of that. So the sale, I think, is still going on, guys. Right now, Amazon has some great prices on some of the dolls. I'm kind of laying back, not trying to, make too many purchases in the doll area. I have a lot of dolls, and sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed because I don't get a chance to spend as much time with the dolls as I want sometimes. But here he is outside of the box, and the packaging is pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, don't you fall over. Don't you fall over. Yeah. Yeah, I love my Kens. I love my Kens. Now, see, he's getting ready to cause me problems. Because he just caused me to drop my box here. My doll here on the floor. Poor guy. I guess you see how you're going to get treated in the minute first. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get him out of here. I hope that you guys are all doing great. I'm doing awesome. This is, I'm planning to work Monday. Got a little bit I need to do in the classroom. The kids officially got out yesterday for Thanksgiving break. We call it fall break, I guess. They got a whole week off. And we would have a whole week off too. I could have taken, they were optional work days. But like I said, I need to go in Monday and get some stuff done. Stuff that you can't do when the kids are there. So I'll do that. And then I'll have the rest of the week to do whatever I want. So, alright, so I'm not really needing scissors. Well, yes, I am. To cut these. And I probably could have done it without the scissors if I had went from the bottom. But, yeah. Alright, so here he is. He wasn't that difficult to get out of the box. Not that difficult to get out of the box at all. Alright, so if you fall over Doctor Strange, All right, so he comes with his certificate of authenticity, and he got the good cardstock. So I guess that means he is considered something. I don't know. I got a stack of those here in the drawer. All right, and so there is the base for his stand and the waist clip. All right, here is the clear pole. Let's put that on. Yep. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's see if I can't. Still might need the scissors because it'll go faster. I could probably do it without the scissors, but because I'm not trying to hold you guys here any longer than need be, we're going to go the quickest way. I'm going to see if I can pull these, because, you know, I heard a pop. That means I didn't. Well, yeah, I did. I kind of pulled it all out. And then I got this here. So have you guys purchased anything? Are you buying any dolls on sale? I did see the Venus Williams doll is a great price on Amazon, guys. Last time I checked, she was $21 and some change, which is a great price down from, was she $35 when she was released? I can't remember because the prices have changed so much. So I'm not quite sure. All right, this hat is T-tied down as well. These plastic T-ties. Oh my gosh. All right, so I pulled them out. It looks like they got a rubber band or something. They got some thread or something there, I guess, pulling his hair back. But I love this coat. You know, this piece is going to get used quite often in the collection. All right, so I think I've got everything cut out and released. I can put the scissors back in the drawer. All right, so here is the hat. Another stick T-tie. All right, so here is the hat. And, of course, it's the typical plastic hat that Mattel uses. It's very detailed, though. You know, it's got all the details that a cap would have. And then it's got the KS, I guess, that represents KidSuper, right? Was that what it was called? KidSuper. So that's that. And then here is the coat, which is definitely my favorite piece. And then I'll give you guys a look at his face. He's very handsome. Now that I have taken the hat off of him, I'm looking at his face. I love his hazel brown eyes. I mean, he's quite handsome. I might use him sooner than I thought I was. And, you know, and he's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of hair. So let's see. That's not a rubber band. That's a hair net. That was a hair net around all of this hair that he has. So he has a lot of hair. A lot of wavy, curly hair. So, you know, yeah. So he's quite handsome. I mean, Ken is a handsome guy. He is handsome, quite handsome. So he might get used sooner than I planned on. And he is on the collector articulated body, which is quite awesome. That's why I cannot understand why they couldn't put the Ken Couture on the collectible body. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. But this coat is quite awesome. I like the fabric. I'm not sure what kind of fabric it is, but I do like it. All right, so again, more T-ties. Well, not T-ties, but it's thread. But I do think that's a T-tie because I can see it right there. All right, so I guess that means it doesn't have the jacket. It's not going to have buttons or a closure. You know, it's going to open. It has the buttons. You know, it has buttons. Real buttons, but not functioning buttons. You know, they're just, yeah. Let's take off the jacket. All right, let me get him to stand on his own. He's quite handsome. You know, now that I have taken him out of the box and took his hairnet off, and you know, I'm liking this guy. I'm liking you. Pretty good. Pretty cool. You might get to wear this outfit a little bit. I was thinking I was just gonna snatch your clothes and toss you in my keep pile of dolls, but I don't know. All right, so here is the jacket. Here is the jacket, and everything is done really nicely. All right, so this is the inside. Now, looking at the inside and the price point, they could have done a little bit better. This could have been cleaned a little bit better. We got the Barbie label there. Yeah, they could have done a little bit better with that. All right, so here is the outside. All right. Good quality clothes look good on the outside, and when you look on them, look at them on the inside. You know, that's just my view. That's my opinion. Okay, so then he has these pants. Let's take a look at the shoes. These are those platform shoes. I want to say they look like the ones that Mr. Fabulous was wearing from the BMR, but his were orange and these are white. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and take them off so we can look at them. We're going to go ahead and strip him on down. All right, so here are those shoes. Okay, and then, yeah, these are just like those orange ones that Mr. Fabulous wore. All right, so let's look at the pants. Again, I love these pants. I love these clothes. I love these pieces. I just love them, love them, love them. You would think the way I love doll fashion, you would think that I was a fashionista and I love fashion. But, you know, I don't dress like this, but I do love fashion. I love fashion magazines and I just love checking these kinds of things out. And I definitely guess that's where I can get to have a little fun with it in the miniverse with my dolls, because I sure don't dress like this. All right, so here are the pants, and they are nice weight, nice material. Again, the craftsmanship is okay. It's okay. All right, so that's the pants. All right, let's get this stuff off of his. Let's get this stuff off of his knees so we can bend his knees. All right, I got to be careful with these scissors. I do not want to cut myself. And I'm telling you, it's so easy to do. It is so easy to do. I've done it so many times. Not with scissors, but I have cut myself with scissors. But I have cut my hands a lot in the kitchen utensils. My poor fingers have been through some things. And you know, I'm going to tell you, I talked to quite a few women that are in my age range. So the thing that I'm going through with my hands seems to be a very common thing, because we're all suffering with it. All right, so here is the shirt. Again, I love this gold yellow. I love it. I love this yellow. And as you can see, it has the little piece to pull it so that it stays tucked in. You know, his is clear. It's usually elastic-like. Okay, so the shirt does have a Velcro open closure. Go ahead. We're going to strip you, man. We're going to strip you. We are going to strip you. Yep. All right, so pretty awesome. Pretty like the shirt. Cotton material. It's real nice. Really liking it a lot. I like this. This is really cool. Real cool pieces to add. But, you know, I'll let him wear them for a while if I can do something with his wild hair. But it's really nice. And then he comes on the collector articulated body. What is this body called? You guys told me what this body was called. Was this the Harley body? I think somebody told me. But, you know, it's a nice articulated body. You know, it's not made to move. But listen, he can look up and down, and he can move his arm at the shoulder, elbow, wrist. He can sit well, bend his knees. He has ankle articulation. You know, I mean, it's a pretty awesome body. And I just wish that all the collectible dolls came with some kind of articulated body instead of just the basic 5 points of articulation. I got to put your shirt back on first. All right, we're going to quickly redress him since we looked at all his pieces. And I'm really, really pleased with the pieces that I got. Really pleased at the sales price too. Getting him for the sales price was really awesome. Yeah, they have, guys, they have the Create Your Own, what do you call that set? The Create Basic collection. The 3 different body skin tones and 3 different body made to move bodies with the pieces. They have that set on sale for $70. All of them are 70 bucks. You know, I guess those of us that bought them when they first came out probably said, if we just would have waited, if we just would have waited. But there are some things I'm willing to pay the regular price for, because I'm not willing to wait that long to get my hands on the pieces. So that's just part of collecting, you know. And then if the prices get really good and you want a second of it when it goes on sale, it gives you the opportunity to add a second one. Because the Barbie at Barbie Style sets, you guys remember those that came out with the fashions and the dolls that were $100? I was able to get my hands, when they went on deep cut, I was able to get every set on sale, and I mean at like less than half price, on Amazon. And I got all of them except the first one. The first one, I did have the first one, but I wasn't able to get a second set of her because she sold out. She sold out, and then to get her, you had to get her from a third-party seller, and the price was ridiculous. Everybody talked crap about that first release, the first Barbie at Barbie Style set. And, you know, it just always amazes me that you hear so much negativity about it. And then when it sells out, you just wonder what happened. But she was one that I was not able to get for the deep cut clearance price, was sales price. But I ended up getting duplicates of those sets. And I really liked them because I really liked the pieces that came with them. And that was a great way for me to get another set. I didn't unbox them, but I did want to get them. So now with this create your own basic collection, with them now marking these on sale, it will give you the opportunity at some point. Hopefully they'll keep them in stock for a little while. Not sure if they're going to be at the sale price for the whole time. You know, I don't know if the price that they've marked them down to will stay the price that they will be until they sell out. I don't know. But yeah, they are. And like I said, the Venus Williams, because I get to talking and I'll start talking about something else. The Venus Williams doll on Amazon was $21 and some change. They did have these guys. You guys remember, these are the first holiday Kens. And this is one of my guys. He is so good looking. He is so good looking. I have styled him. He is comfortable. He's so happy to be out of that tuxedo. He might get put back in it though if I decide to do some holiday pictures. And you know, he's wearing his what do you call these? Are these Air Force Ones? I don't know. I don't know anything about sneakers. But these sneakers look really good with his outfit. And I think he just looks so handsome, you know. But they have them for $19.99 as well. You know, they came out at what price? Were they $39.99? I can't remember. But $19.99 is not a bad price for these dolls. But you guys already know they do not come on articulated bodies. They come on those Model Muse bodies. And yeah, they come on the Model Muse bodies. And I did rebody him and my other guy. I have three of them. I didn't get the blonde Ken, but he's $19.99. And I'm seriously considering getting him because I do like the mold and the hairstyle, you know. And if you're not a rerooter, you know, and you can get different heads and styles of the Ken, like this guy right here, you know, it comes in handy. But he is a handsome doll. I really, really underestimated his handsomeness. I underestimated him. He's quite handsome. I mean, a lot of people don't like the smiling dolls, but I love it when they show teeth. I mean, I think it's right awesome. So I got a different look on him. And I mean, he's wearing the heck out that shirt. I love him in that shirt and those pants. I really do. The hat's probably not going to get used too much. You know, because now that I done took the hairnet off, I think, yeah, the hat's not going to work. And the hat, to me, kind of takes away from his handsomeness. So we're not going to mess too much with this hat. Let me put it on him. Let him wear it for a bit. Haven't come up with a name for him yet, but we'll wait and see where that goes. All right, guys, let's open this this Mini Brands book series 2. Let's open this real quick. I had 2 of them because they had them on sale. And I ordered them when they were on sale. And the other night I got in the mood to open one ball because this is usually the angel cake and my thing that we do together. But I have quite a few. I have a little stash here in one of my stools here in the doll space that I buy when they come on sale or when I find them. And I put them in there so that when she comes and we're in the mood to do some blind balls, is what she calls them, you know, I'll have them. But let's open these. I'll show you guys the other ball and what I got in that one. But these are the new books. I really love these books. I love them a lot. All right, you guys have probably already seen the collector's guide, but here is the collector's guide. This is what you're able to get. You got legendary, iconic, luxury. I haven't gotten any of those, any of the iconic or legendary. I did get this one here in the first ball I opened in this set for the luxury items. And I got quite a few duplicates, which is going to happen because as you can see, you can get 40 plus 40 plus. So that's the collector's guide. And then you've got these other little items that come in there. I think I got everything. I got everything that, all of these. Did I get the shelves? I did get shelves. Because it's been a while since I opened them. Let me get the scissors so I can cut the top, all the tops. You get 4 bags. You get 4 bags. You get 3 books. You get 3 books and you get one of those items that I showed you. So let's see what we got. Hope I got something I don't have. Secret Garden. Already have it. That's a duplicate. Let me make sure there's no bookmark in there. You got to check before you toss them out. The angel cake got so irritated with me when we did some blind balls because I'm constantly telling her, don't throw it out. Let me more check to make sure you're not throwing out anything. Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Already got that one too. That's another duplicate. That's a duplicate. Yep. So like I said, that first ball I opened, I didn't cut that one far enough. I did get one thing in there. Okay, so this is the lamp. I've got the lamp. I've got several of the lamp. I'll show you guys the lamp on the picture in a moment. I'm not going to put that together right now. I was trying to see if I could find the lamp. I do. I see one in there already put together. This is Heart Bones. I've already got that one too. So I ended up with duplicates. This is the bookmark. Dracula. Got that one too. So another duplicate. So that ball brought me all duplicates. So I did get this Ronald Dollar here. And that is one of the luxury items. So I did get that one with the gold ticket in the first ball. But everything else, duplicate. These are Forever in Blue. The Traveling Pants. Is that what this one is? Yeah, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And then I got the microfine. Got the microfine glass in there. That gold one's pretty cool. I have so many of these. You guys know if you bought a lot of those balls, if you opened a lot of those balls, then you already know you've got a ton of those microfine glasses because we got them at every bookshelf. But here's the lamp put together. I'm not going to put that one together right now on camera, but here we are. This is the lamp. It's a cool little lamp. It's really cool. So that's what we got in that one. So that was pretty fun. But again, I did get one that I didn't have. That's what happens with the blind balls. You guys know how it goes. You know how it goes. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this little random video and the little doll chat. I hope that you guys are doing great and doing well. The sun is back out again. I was outside earlier because the weather was so nice. I was just walking around outside, you know, doodling around. and a shower came out of nowhere, which there was a prediction that we would get a little storm. But the sun was shining beautifully, and then it started raining. So I came in, and but now the sun's back out. So yeah, but the weather is the weather is beautiful today as far as temperature wise. So I hope that you guys are having beautiful weather. I hope you guys are having a great day. You know, I hope you're having a great day. I can't believe that we're getting ready to end another year and be in a new year in another I say few weeks, because a month is about a few weeks. This is the end of November and we'll be heading into December. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys again enjoyed it. You know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. We are Ruby Red's World of Dolls there. Continue being awesome, fantastic, and fabulous. And I will see you awesome, amazing people in my next video.